Alright, so every new set release, we give away an entire master set. Every single card that you could possibly pull from a booster pack, we put it all together in this beautiful binder with custom etch work, thanks to the Unlucky Collector. You can follow him on Instagram at the Unlucky Collector. Huge shout out to him. This master set is sick. So we do that every set release. We started doing it, I think, with Obsidian Flames, and we've just done it every single set release. We've only done English, except for Terrestrial Festival, which we did that just to kind of give a good understanding of what Prismatic Evolutions would be like, which was an absolute nightmare. Prismatic Evolutions, we ended up having to buy a lot of the master set. We spent like, I don't know, $7,000 on the master set for Prismatic Evolutions just to give away. It was absolutely nuts because we couldn't pull any special illustration rares. So I was excited for Journey Together because I was like, smaller set, very similar in size to Stellar Crown, assuming pull rates stay the same, it shouldn't be too bad. And guess what? It hasn't been. It's actually been great. I have pulled extremely lucky. I have not had to open up that much, but we're still missing one card. We are missing one card, and it is not the card you would think it would be. So pause the video right now, and I want guesses down below. I want you to guess which one card we are missing from finally finishing the Fan Clan Master Set for Journey Together. So do that, because I'm going to go through this real quick just to show you what card we're missing. I cannot believe it. It is absolutely crazy. So we've only opened up a couple cases and like some other random packs. It hasn't been that much, which is great. We've got all the gold cards. So you can see all the gold cards here, all the special illustration rares. They are all done. I have not pulled many duplicates. I've gotten very lucky with the variants. It has been a blessing. If you watched our last opening where we opened up an entire case, we ended up pulling everything except for like 3 or 4 cards for the master set, which was great. We've got all of the ultra rares. It is crazy that we have every single ultra rare done. There's just one card that we're missing, and it's it is this one right here. So we are missing a reverse hollow Klinklang. A reverse hollow Klinklang. So one lucky subscriber is going to get this entire master set. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, we will unveil the master set in its finality. It'll be finished. We'll pull that card, and then we will showcase it. That'll be the video you want to watch. You'll want to leave a like and a comment on that video. Make sure you're subscribed. That's how you'll enter to win this master set. And then Friday we'll have full pull rates. I don't really have that much more that I want to open because this gives us the opportunity to sell a lot more at MSRP or below MSRP, which is fantastic. But I'm going to do something I never do. I do not believe in conspiracy theories, except for batching, which I really believe in batching now. I never open up 3-pack blisters, and there are people who swear by 3-pack blisters. I never open them up. I don't see any difference in pull rates. I think pull rates are the same, but batching really is a head scratcher. How do I open up, I don't know, what has it been, like 500 packs of Journey Together and not pull a single Ends Klinklang reverse hollow? And it is possible that I missed it. I doubt it, because I went through the reverse hollows, all of them, like 4 times. It is possible that I missed it. I didn't. I don't think I did. But I'm hoping it's in here. This is basically the equivalency of 2 booster boxes. There's people who swear by these. We're going to look at pull rates. We're going to see what this is. If for some reason I don't pull it, I'm just going to go buy it from some, like, I'm going to go to the LGS and see if they have it from their openings or anything like that. We open up usually a lot of product. I'm going to flip you guys around. We're just going to start. I can talk while I open because I am just that talented to be able to do that. So we're going to open up basically 72 booster boxes, or 72 booster boxes. Yeah, that'd be sweet. 72 booster packs. And we are looking for a Klinklang. We are looking for a reverse hollow Klinklang. That's all I want. I'm not going to worry about sorting while I go because that slows things down a little bit. So we're just gonna go. And I'll worry about sorting afterwards because it's only 2 boxes. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I can sort through it later on. So Klinklang, that is what we're looking for. It's not there, so that's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna keep going. Hopefully in these 72 packs we'll open up a Klinklang. We usually open up a decent amount of product. Now we have not opened up that much for Prismatic Evolutions because we wanted to be able to feed as many people as we could at and below MSRP. So we didn't do that. We also haven't opened up that much Journey Together. We got a nice End Zoroark EX. I do like this one. I think this is my favorite card in the set. Not just because of the artwork. I do love the artwork, but the nostalgia with the trade ability is just, it brings back so many memories. I love it. I love it so much. But typically, so I've got a bunch of friends who play competitively. I used to play competitively quite a bit, the TCG. I don't know if you guys play. I highly recommend doing it. It's a lot of fun. It's more fun than dropping booster packs on the ground for sure. But it is a lot of fun. And I have a lot who play, a lot of really good players too. So really good players who play at the World Championships, who go to most regionals, things like that. And every single set release, usually they'll send like lists like, hey Fanny, if you have, they do not call me Fanny. They usually don't, they just say, hey you. They'll say, hey you, because they forgot my name, because I was never really that good. If you have extras of these, usually it's like a play set of every single trainer that comes out, and then a bunch of competitive cards, or cards that have the potential of doing well in competitive. And there's like five or six competitive players that'll send me lists and be like, hey, if you have extras of these, it'll be like commons, uncommons, things like that. So it's nothing like too crazy, but as a storefront, and this is what we've always done, we have always opened up a fair amount of packs. Now we're not doing that anymore because we want to be able to feed as many people as we can. But then like people, it's impacting everybody, which is really unfortunate. Pokemon just needs to print more, make sure that we can get access to the player base to have these cards as well. Because otherwise, if storefronts stop opening stuff to provide their player base with singles, then it just goes downhill. See, I don't know. I don't get behind the 3-pack blister idea. I think it's very similar. In fact, like I've had worse luck, I feel like, with 3-pack blisters trying to pull stuff. Like we've gone, this is 9. This is 9 packs, so I guess we shouldn't necessarily have pulled an illustration rare yet. 1 out of every 12 packs. I'll go over full pull rate data on Friday, but now we've gone 3-pack blisters. Only 1 of them have had a hit. So that means 2 of the 3 have not, which means that, like, that stinks. Like $15 to buy 3 packs, and like you get nothing. Like that's not fun. Like that's not fun. But really, what we're doing, now I'm talking and I didn't pull one of those Klinklegs, did I? I gotta go back and look. This is what I get for not really paying attention. Corvusquire. This is poor content right here. I appreciate you suffering through it. Because I was too busy talking and trying to be entertaining, which I'm not, and I get that. But I feel like I need to at least be somewhat pretend. I don't know. I'm not. I'm just gonna stop talking. Okay, we are Klinklangless. Story of my life. I have always been Klinklangless. All right, we are going to find that Klinklang. I just cannot believe. How do you open up? I don't know. I have tried doing this idea before, which I like to call mini master sets. And I've talked to companies before that use bulk sorting machines and things like that to see if there was a way where we could provide a product that would basically give everybody all of the bulkier cards in a set. So that way you don't have to open up a ton of stuff to try and get commons, uncommons, reverse holos, things like that. So that way you can get it all. And we ran some tests. One company I ran a test with, and we fed through like 3 million bulk cards of the same set. And again, I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I don't. But it's very hard to not when you have results like this. And there were certain reverse holos and certain uncommons that were like way less than you would expect compared to other ones. So you would think with like 3 million, let's say Twilight Masquerade, 3 million Twilight Masquerade, you would have somewhat close of a level of every single rarity. Like you would think, like, okay, like this Rookity, you would probably have as many of these as Clinks or close. But some of the tests, there would be like 10% of the amount of Rookities as Clink, which makes it very difficult then to do those mini master sets because you can only fulfill so many. And then you're looking at trying to outsource and get like the ones that you miss. It just ended up being like there wasn't a great way to do it. This is terrible. This stinks. Like, how do you not, like, we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pack blisters, 1 hit. So that means like $15, $30, $45, $60 worth of 3-pack blisters had nothing in it. That is fun for nobody. Absolutely nobody. Maybe they should seed stuff a little bit better. Here's the Scrafty. That's the other one right there. So we gotta turn this thing around. Really, I know we're only looking for the Klinklang. So that's really all that matters here. But it's just crazy to me how we might just have to buy a Klinklang, which is, it's insane. Like, how is that the one card that we're missing? Have you ever had anything like that happen before, where you open up a lot of a set and you can't find one card, and it's like the most ridiculous card you could ever possibly imagine? That's where we're at right now. The most ridiculous card you could ever possibly imagine is the one card that we're missing, which is crazy. What is crazier is I'm trying to think of the last card that I needed. I believe it was the Iono's Bellibolt SIR that I needed. That was the last card that I needed. I needed that, but I also needed 3 other reverse hollows. So not only was it the Klinklang that I still needed to pull, I also needed to find the Magearna reverse hollow, which I hadn't pulled yet. And I also needed to find the reverse hollow Virizion, which I hadn't pulled yet. So when I was down to my final 4 cards, it was Virizion, it was Magearna, and it was Klinklang. And luckily, like, I was able to get the Virizion and the Magearna. How do you not find a Klinklang? That's just crazy. It's just not that special of a card. I don't know. I have no idea. But we're gonna find it. Because we're not finding any ultra rares. So hopefully we'll find the Klinklang. But Journey Together, next main series Pokemon card set, releases next Friday. So the 28th. It's frustrating right now. Don't overspend. Don't do it. I'm confident Pokemon is going to reprint more of this. I'm confident that they're going to reprint enough of it. There's a Wailord, our first illustration rare of the day, which is crazy. First illustration rare. It's a very cool looking card. I love that Wailord right there. That looks really cool. But I am confident Pokemon is going to come through and print more. And right now it's very frustrating. It seems like it's never going to get better. It'll get better. We've been through rough stretches like this in the past, for sure. So not this bad. Never this bad. But it will get better. I am confident of it. As we've got a Dunsparce full art. So this 3-pack blister, much, much better than the other ones that we've experienced so far. But still, we are Klinklang-less, which is, like I said, the story of my life right now. I cannot find one. But we're going to keep going. We're not even halfway done with this yet. So we'll just keep going, and hopefully we will find it. It's got to be in here somewhere. I mean, I got to go through those commons. I got to go through reverse hollows one more time. I just can't believe... there's the Klink. It boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. But you can let me know in the comment section down below how your openings have been so far. I know the set doesn't come out yet for another like 5 days or so. So technically it's probably a little difficult to find in stores right now, but there have been some stores that have had it drop a little bit early. I believe there was like Dollar Generals that have had sleeve booster packs out. Sleeve booster packs are very, very strange to me for this set, because we normally get allocated a very large amount of sleeve booster packs. And for this set, we did end up getting more booster boxes than normal. More, like, for some reason, sleeve booster packs, we got way, way less. And I was talking to other store owners as well, who also get a fair amount of sleeve booster box cases, or sleeve booster cases, that got like nothing, which is very surprising to me, because then where are they going? And my assumption is that they're going to marketing companies, to big box retailers, to companies that stack those big box retailers, which is messed up in my opinion, because now we're running down a path where big box retailers and those marketing companies like MJ Holdings are scalping the heck out of Pokemon cards, which is very frustrating, because those could have been allocated to storefronts such as myself that won't scalp them, that will just sell them normal and give more people access to cheaper cards, and they just take them away and give them, like, that's just messed up. And then you start seeing all these other places, like I saw an advertisement this morning for Aldi selling Pokemon cards, and I'm like, Aldi doesn't sell, like, do you have to rent the packaging for the Pokemon card? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Why is Aldi selling that's not a grocery item. Is it right next to the bananas? And I know grocery stores have sold Pokemon cards before. It's weird right now. It's in a weird spot, and I think everybody's just kind of jumping on the bandwagon, or these marketing I don't know. It seems very, very strange, and I would love the opportunity to just sit down with the Pokemon company and see where this stuff is going, because honestly, right now, while I am confident things are going to get better, the lack of transparency and information is what drives me nuts. So I'm very thankful that they decided to go out and say, hey, we understand that Pokemon cards are difficult to find right now, but that was back in January, and they haven't announced anything since then, which is unfortunate. I thought maybe they would at least mention it during their Pokemon Presents on Pokemon Day, and they did not. I am also very understanding of the fact that it's going to take them a long time to print, that they operate about 8 months behind schedule. So in January, if they started realizing that it's a problem, you're not looking at massive reprints until like August. That's fine. But again, I think it should just be more than just that one-time thing where they're like, hey, yep, it's tough right now. We'll get more out there. We're going to do what we need to do to get more out there, or at least make sure that we get them in the hands of the people who won't double, triple charge like what MJ Holdings is doing right now, or like what Dick's Sporting Goods is doing right now. I love that card. I think it's absolutely amazing. Lillie's Clefairy EX could be good in competitive play. Very, very cool. But yeah, there's got to be something. There's got to be more that Pokemon can do. I just feel like they're in the situation right now where they're like, hey, we'll just ignore it, and like people can be frustrated, we'll ignore it, and then eventually they'll see it'll get better. I don't like that approach. I disagree with that approach. I love Pokemon. I just disagree with that approach. So Pokemon, if you're watching, which you probably aren't, I love you guys. Really do. I just think we need to be a little bit more transparent in what's going on. That's just my thought. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I'm not going to pretend to be good at what I do. So we're definitely halfway now. Still haven't pulled that Klinklang. I'm beginning to lose hope. Is it in the set? Are we sure it's in the set? Are we sure that this set does have a reverse holo Klinklang? Because this is very strange. Very strange that we haven't pulled it yet. And I'm sure I could just message an LGS that's not too far away and just be like, hey, have you pulled this yet? Can you look? Because I haven't and I need it. And they'll be like, yeah, just come get it. That's what we're going to end up doing. That's what we're going to end up doing if we don't find it in this box, because I'm probably done opening after this. And then, yeah, we'll put together the master set finally, and then ship it off to one lucky subscriber. We'll go over pull rate data, go over pre-order pricing on some of this stuff, which the singles are a little bit insane right now. Hopefully give you some more information on the idea of enhanced booster boxes and whether or not that'll come with reprints or if it'll be normal booster box. Like, there's a lot of information out there that I want to feed. I just got to kind of gather it all, get through this part right here. A lot of misinformation going around right now. So obviously the goal is to squash that as much as we possibly can. As we've got an Ends Zoroark EX, Hop Zacian EX. That wasn't a bad 3-pack blister. Overall, I'm trying to think of what we should get. 2 booster boxes. We should get like 14 to 15 double rares, 4 or 5 full arts, anywhere between 4 and 6 full arts, really. And a special illustration rare. Probably not a hyper rare. 6 illustration rares. I think we're light on illustration rares. But we'll go through everything and see what pull rate data looks like, as we've got a Lycanroc, but no Klinklang. Still no Klinklang. All right. So keep it going. It's gotta be around Kecleon and an Alcremie, but still no. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. You gotta let me know. What do you think? Do you believe in conspiracy theories about certain products having better pull rates? We've tried to figure that out in the past. The problem is like you can't. The sample size is just not going to be. It's never going to be big enough. You know, like you can open up 50 booster boxes of a set, and that should give you a pretty good idea of what you're going to pull in terms of booster boxes. But you're not going to open up 50 cases of sleeved booster packs, or 50 cases of 3-pack blisters, or 50 cases of check lane blisters. Like, that just seems insane. You're gonna have to have probably a couple thousand pack sample size at least of every single rarity or every single product to get a good understanding of what things look like. Even then, even a couple thousand probably isn't going to be sufficient enough. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if batching is really a thing or not, but it certainly seems that way. I also miss the idea of double bangers. That's something that is going to completely disappear with this set release because we don't have A-Specs in this set at all, as we've got an Iono's Bellibolt EX, which is a nice looking full art right there. But yeah, no more A-Specs in this means that the likelihood of you pulling a double banger is just completely gone, because we have gotten rid of double bangers, pretty much. Like, we still had them with the beginning of Scarlet and Violet, and then Pokemon just took them away. No idea why. I have no idea why. You still kind of got them in Paldean Fates, but then after that, you didn't get them anymore. You can't get an illustration rare or a special illustration rare followed by an ultra rare or a double rare. Like, that just never, ever happens. As we've got a regular Iono's Bellibolt EX, but still no Klinklang, unless I missed it. I'll have to go back through everything when I'm done. I could have just missed it. That's also a possibility. That's what we'll be hopeful on. 2, 4. We got 6 left. We got 18 packs left. Half a box. Half a booster box worth of packs left. And we are still Klinklangless, which is ironic. These 3-pack blisters used to also come with a coin. But then when they changed MSRP, that coin disappeared. I don't know. Weird. It's weird. It's weird opening Pokemon cards, but we're bound and determined to find this Klinklang. Pancham, that's not. It's a funny looking Klinklang. Wrong typing, wrong Pokemon, wrong name, just nothing. Wattrel, there's a Hollow Magearna. Down to 15 packs left. Whew. I don't know. Just haven't gotten that lucky. I wonder if anybody guessed. I'm gonna make sure I read through all the comments. There's no way somebody's gonna pick Klinklang Reverse Hollow as the one card that you're missing. Tropius Alchemy EX. So that's not a Klinklang either. That is still not a Reverse Hollow Klinklang. I wonder what, I don't know. I got to tour these printing facilities and packaging facilities. Maybe there's somebody just like removing all the Klinklangs because Klinklang is their favorite Pokemon, which is fine. Klinklang's a fine Pokemon. And they're just like, ha ha ha, nobody's going to find this card now because I'm taking them. It's like the true Team Rocket person out there removes all the Klinklangs from distribution, so that way Fanny cannot. I feel sabotaged. I feel like I've been sabotaged. Somebody is trying to mess with me. I do not by any means think Klinklang is tough to pull. I don't think it's going to be good in competitive play. I just think that for some reason, this batch of product, like, I want to try a different product in booster boxes because it's like maybe it'll be in a different type of product. Maybe batching is. I don't know. There's Lillie's Rabombe. Still no Klinklang. As we got Ann's PP up and Noivern. But, yep, we're still... It gets comical after a while because you're searching for a 25-cent card. And that's it. Oh, man, nothing. We're down to 3 left. That's it, our final 9 packs. Maybe I'll get some really, really weird last pack magic, and instead of a special illustration rare, which we also haven't pulled yet, we will get the Klinklang instead. That would be a hoot. That would be great. Or a Choreo. We've got a Volcanion. So we're getting a decent amount of pulls. It does seem like we still haven't pulled any high rarities. So no hyper rare and no special illustration rare, which I would assume that one of them will rear their heads, but we haven't gotten anything yet, and we're down to 6 packs. No Klinklang, no special illustration rare, no hyper rare. I'm officially not going to be convinced unless I pull like some serious magic in these last 6 packs. I am not going to be convinced that 3-pack blisters are where it's at. I'm not going to get on that train. Not going to ride it. It's just not believable to me. I don't know. First-hand experience does not point that way for me. So we're down to our final 6 packs. Looking for a Klinklang. Looking for another Volcanion. But that's spelled wrong. That is the wrong spelling of Klinklang. Let's try this pack and see. Lotad, Togedemaru, nothing. 4 packs left. Still nothing. Fungus and Sprigatite. Still no. All right, we're down to our final 3 packs. Still no special illustration rare either. So I don't know. Oh, guys, I don't know what to tell you. I was very lucky with this set, pulling all the special illustration rares, pulling all the gold cards. That's a good feeling. It's just the Clink Clang. That's the one that's doing it. Nope, not there either. Down to our final 2 packs. Maybe we'll get really lucky and we'll get a special illustration and a Clink Clang in the same pack. This last pack will be super magic. So we are looking for a reverse hollow Clink Clang and a special illustration rare. So what you do is you flip it on its end here and you tap the bottom 3 times and then once on the top, and then you open it, and that will give you a special illustration rare and a reverse hollow Clink Clang. So here's the Furret, the Dredagon, the Cubone, the Lechonk, the Combuskin, the Golem, the Escavalier, and the reverse hollow Rockruff Wooloo. That's not what we were looking for. So that's it. I'm going to go through all these again. I'll go through all my reverse hollows again. I do not believe Clink Clang exists in this set. I just can't believe it. I got to see it. Let's take a look and see how these pulls actually translated to see if it actually looks like 2 booster boxes worth of pulls, because it seems like we got a fair amount of full arts. It does seem like we got a little bit light on the illustration rares. So we should get like 6 illustration rares. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5. So that's a little light. Not too bad, not too far off, but 2 booster boxes. We should get like 14-ish of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be the equivalent of only 5 per box. In the boxes I've opened so far, that is very light. And then we should have like 6 full arts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is heavy. So I would say a little bit more full arts than what we expected. And less regular arts, less illustration rares, less special illustration rares / hyper rares. I got to go Clink Clang diving. Hope you enjoyed the content. That's the last we'll open of Journey Together. We'll just have to find that reverse hollow to fill out the master set, and then we'll unveil that on Thursday. We'll talk about pre-order pricing on Tuesday. Wednesday, we've got a big stream of Journey Together packs that we sold at $3.99. So we'll open all those for the fan clan, and then Friday we'll do pull rate data. So hit subscribe, turn notifications on, join the movement. It's for the culture, the state of mind. I don't know. I got nothing. I just can't believe this right now. I love you guys. Thanks so much for everything. I'll talk to you again on Tuesday. Till next time. Peace.